A successful water rescue in Scappoose Friday morning had unlikely help. Two teenagers who snuck out of the house and were trying to get back home heard a woman's cries for help as her car sat submerged underwater under a highway bridge.
They were kind of faced with a moral dilemma here, but they passed the test. Fox 12's Zach Anders spoke with one of the boys who called for help and then led rescuers right to her.
Screaming for help at traffic that couldn't hear her. That's what one woman was up against when her car left the roadway here in Scappoose and drove into a creek. Fortunately for her, two teens had snuck out that night and heard her cries for help.
4 a.m. on a Friday morning, two 15-year-olds out where they shouldn't be. Then a woman's scream, a call for help.
God, dude.
Well, we got him coming.
Those teens faced with a choice.
Well, if we pull someone over on the side of the highway, your mom's gonna know we snuck out.
Hunter Herring admits they were scared. They didn't yet know why a woman was screaming under this bridge on an empty Highway 30, or who else was down there. Two boys made a decision.
I'll stay down here with you.
Stay on top of the car.
They're coming. We called 911.
The water was moving fast, and they couldn't see where a voice was coming from, so they tried to get someone to stop and help.
I had to stand in the middle of the road to flag someone down because no one was stopping. Everyone just kept driving past us.
Finally, someone pulled over, called 911. Firefighters were able to pull a 22-year-old woman out from underneath the bridge. Her car was partially submerged. She had fallen asleep at the wheel, leaving the roadway and ending up here in the creek.
She said she doesn't remember anything until she woke up underneath the bridge.
She told the boys she had been screaming for hours. The two on their 3-mile walk back home were the only people in earshot.
It's a hard moment for a mom. It's embarrassing. You know, my kids snuck out, and now the whole world's knowing this.
Hunter's mom, Shelly, arrived to a scene of flashing lights with a vague idea of how her son, who was supposed to be in bed, was involved. A deputy explained.
He said, if parent's parent, I know you're probably mad, but he was here for a reason, and that's why I'm proud. He could have chose to keep going to not be in trouble, and he could have went home and got to his bed, and I wouldn't have known the wiser, but he chose to do the right thing while he was doing the wrong thing.
A life likely saved, thanks to those boys who broke the rules.
I think sneaking out saves lives. That's what I think.
Although stuck for quite a while and plenty cold, that woman tells me she's going to be okay. And she says that she's very thankful for those two boys being there, and she gave them both a big hug. Reporting in Scappoose, Zach Anders, Fox 12 Oregon.